We no longer want to engage in this deceitful diplomacy. In an interview, we spoke about the Ivorian regime. Some Burkinabés got on their high horses and criticized. I say it, I insist, and I persist. We have nothing against the Ivorian people, but we have an issue with those who govern Côte d'Ivoire. We say it and we repeat it again. Let me tell you something. Allow me to tell you something. There is indeed in Abidjan an operations center to destabilize our country. No one can deny it, and we will provide you with evidence in the coming days. We will show you physical evidence. You will understand what we are talking about. No one will come to tell us that in Benin, there is no French base directed against us. We have the evidence at hand. Two past important bases. No one can dispute them, and I challenge them. And we have nothing against the Beninese people. There we have a problem with the policy of the Beninese leaders. And we say it loud and clear again. In this diplomacy, we have decided to tell the truth. There are indeed two bases, one towards Kandy and the other going towards Porga, or I don't know which locality. Runways have been renovated to more than 3,000 meters long. Planes land. People equipped and train the terrorists. Over there, we have audio recordings of French agents in Benin over there who are staying at the terrorists' operations center. They show the operations with them. They help them with medical care. They do everything there. We have all the details on them. And you don't want us to tell our people? We will say it. If you don't want it, if they don't want it, they should stop behaving like that. It's simple. We didn't force anyone to take their independence. If you decide to stay in your situation, but don't turn your countries into air bases, because it is your populations who will suffer afterwards.
A few, like 2 days back, about Ibrahim Traore and General Michael Langley, who is a black American, and General Michael Langley was threatening to arrest Ibrahim Traore. You know, he was saying that Ibrahim Traore is using Burkina Faso's natural resources to put himself in power for his own benefit and neglecting the needs of black people in Burkina Faso. We all know that's a very, very big lie, and as a sister, as an African sister said, this is a big lie that we've been told is the same old trick, once bitten, twice shy. When Michael Langley made that statement, Ibrahim Traore didn't immediately respond, you know, but he came to give his response later about his take on General Langley's accusations upon him and his government. You know, it might be that Ibrahim Traore had put himself in power because through coups, but you know, people love him. You know, it's not every coup that you find people dislike you. This one with Ibrahim Traore is one of its own kind. And, you know, United States of America, we knew this was going to happen. We've seen it before. We've seen it with Kwame Nkrumah. We've seen it with Julius Nyerere. We've seen it with Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, Muammar Gaddafi. Name them all. We have so many of them. So this is the same old trick. Now, I want us to watch a video that showing Ibrahim Traore giving his response to this specific accusation. I shall get back with a deeper critical analysis.
Our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So, you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for those, we will fight them here. So, we must remember something. Recently, there is a so-called NGO. It's not even an NGO. Because NGO stands for non-governmental organization. They are not non-governmental because they are funded by a federal budget, by a state. This so-called NGO produces reports claiming that the FDS and the VDP commit abuses. It went in here, it came out there. It's to tarnish your morale. It's to scare you, to prevent you from being able to fight. No. Moreover, we are going to file a complaint against this NGO because people need to understand something. What is happening to us here? It's true that they have manipulated part of our populations in the Sahel here, but they didn't have that kind of weaponry. What brought such significant weaponry into their ranks? It's Libya. Who destroyed Libya? It's this NGO, the same NGO that made false reports and gave them to those who wanted to create a rebellion so that people would intervene and overthrow Gaddafi. And the powder keg ended up being poured into the Sahel. These millions of lives that have been taken in the Sahel, we must file a complaint against this NGO because it is responsible for these false reports it made to support this thesis of attacking Libya. They have no moral lessons to give us. Look at the world. Let them go defend human rights all over the world first before coming here. We are fortunate to have similar situations. In this world, you voluntarily committed yourselves. There are countries where people are forcibly taken, killed. You leave or you die. Others, even while trying to flee, end up dying. They don't talk about human rights because these people see us as subhumans. They see us as slaves. That's how it is in their minds. They have never changed their mindset, but it's up to us to show them that we are not slaves and we will never accept this state of affairs. So don't be fooled by the stories. They tell to anyone who will listen. You must stay focused on your fight. Stay focused. We know what we are doing. And even now, the VTP commander told me that there is a human rights training session underway for group leaders and their deputies. If we make efforts, we know it's for ourselves. We no longer do things to please someone else. We do it for our homeland. And you are committed to that. Defend your homeland. Do not listen to those individuals. They should not affect your morale. In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black. No. You are the descendants of those same ancestors who went to defend others, who liberated the world from Nazism. Today you are fighting for your lands. These same individuals dare to create terms to tarnish you. We oppose this. We will never agree. Continue to defend your lands. It is your wealth that interests these people. It's our gold, it's our minerals that interest them. Otherwise, why come and drive out entire villages to seize our lands? So we will fight and we will reclaim our lands, our wealth. It belongs to us. It's for us. It will benefit us and our children. I therefore encourage you to remember that this war is to free us from slavery. It's for our independence. And you must keep your spirits high, stay strong. Never give into manipulators, to those individuals who no longer understand the notion of homeland, or to those people who come from outside to try to subdue us through their terms they invented and their organizations they created to enslave us. Fight, move forward, do everything you can. Draw, as I said, from your cultural resources, from what you have been shaped by since the village. Draw from it and wage this war. Stay focused.
Well, take a look at this. These vehicles are moving from Ghana through to Burkina Faso. Yes, you heard me right. The military leader, that is Ibrahim Traore, is moving all these vehicles to Burkina Faso. These combined harvesters, tipper trucks, whatever. We're actually just going to Bolga, and then we found a horde of these vehicles traveling to Burkina Faso. Just imagine you have these kind of leaders all over Africa. You can imagine the kind of progress we will make as Africans. Just look at these. We actually drove, and then we get to a part where you feel like, oh, this is the end, and before you realize there's an extension of the vehicles. These vehicles are countless. They are so countless, and I just want to say a big shout out to Ibrahim Traore and then the people of Burkina Faso. They've got a lovely president. We love him all over Africa, and he's actually doing his best. I actually wish and hope that even if an election is held in Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore would get the opportunity to stand to be elected as president, and the good people of Burkina Faso would do the needful and choose him. Just imagine, look at the number of tipper trucks all over. You can't. I think the other time we found a horde of these machinery for his tomato factory he was putting up, and this time round is just a horde of vehicles, tipper trucks, whatever. Thank you. Shout outs to Africa, Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore.
This video you just watched has been trending online, and you can see why it is trending. The video is clear evidence of President Traore's commitment to improving the lives of Burkinabe citizens. But the painful thing is that the Western media continue to paint a negative narrative about Traore. They have called him a dictator, who is steadfastly clinging to power. But this is why Pan-African media like our channel has taken it upon themselves to sing the praises of President Traore. The West has said that Africans are incapable of good governance. This is thanks to the numerous bad leaders that have occupied African leadership over the years. However, Traore is an exception and proof that Africans are capable of good governance.
Repeat after me. I, and state your name.
I, Michael Elliott Langley,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I'll bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
that
I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office
on which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations,
General.
Thank you, sir.
That is Captain Ibrahim Traore. All the things he has done, he has really invested on his people. This man is a man who does not even take the presidential salary. What he takes is only the captain. He's only a captain, you know. He only takes the fee from being a captain. It's not like the fee from being a captain is too much. You can't compare being paid as a captain with being paid as a president. That funds with which he would have been paid as a president, he's using that specific salary to fund, to help his people. Tell me, how many African leaders do that? How many African leaders will just decide, I don't want to take a presidential salary, I want that salary to help my people? Tell me. Close to zero. Close to zero. But Thomas Sankara's ghost, or I call him Ibrahim Traore, this specific man is one of his kind. He's Africa's best president, you know. We've had people like Haile Selassie. We've had people like Kwame Nkrumah, as I told you before. We've had Julius Nyerere. We've had John Pombe Magufuli. You see, John Pombe Magufuli died under very mysterious circumstances, you know. And we still have question marks concerning that. So anytime an African president who comes out and tries to defend Africans, something bad, unfortunately, always happens to them, you know. So with Ibrahim Traore trying to do good for his people, it is normal. If we didn't expect this from Michael Langley, we couldn't say, we would say it's too good, you know. But it ain't too good. Nothing here is too good. And I'm thinking Ibrahim Traore himself is the man Africa needs. Look at the president of Guinea or Guinea-Bissau. There's a country with a very naughty president. The president has so many cars that some are being impounded by Western government. Imagine you are so corrupt to the extent that even those Western governments are the one now arresting you. That is being corrupt on another level. At the same time he's having all these cars, his people are languishing in poverty. Tell me, why would someone call Ibrahim Traore a thief? Why would someone call him a rebel? Why would someone call him a dictator? If this person was not being you know, something was not going well with him. So they are used to having that puppet president with whom this puppet president, they say, we want this, and it always has to be given to them, because who are they? They are the heads. If they say they want it, and nobody can question it. You see, if they say we want this gold mine, they take it. Ibrahim Traore has nationalized some gold mines in that country to belong to the state, so it benefits the people. Tell me, what other change do Africans need, if not this? Ibrahim Traore is the change Africa needs. Yes. And I hope that you've gotten enlightened with this video, and you've become more appreciative of Ibrahim Traore. That's my goal here, and to help you educate yourself. If you like what I do, subscribe, comment, and also give me a subscribe. To donate on Patreon, I'll surely appreciate. Give a super thanks as well, but I really prefer on Patreon. I really appreciate, and see you in the next one.